All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to anyone joining today. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It is actually snowy today in Fort Collins, which makes me happy. I feel like winter needs some snow. I don't need anything crazy, just a little snow. So it's snowing. It's actually white outside, so I'm excited. A little nervous to see if people show up today because it is the first actual snow of winter. So I might be by myself, but nobody's texted me. So I think we're in the clear. I think people are coming. But welcome back to another day in the Sufferdome. I know, cool name. Thank you. I don't actually think that's going to be the name. We've been working on names for the gym, garage gym. Nothing's really been sticking. So we'll see. But have a fun one planned today. And by fun, I woke up and I decided today we're going to be doing strength emphasis, mostly shoulders and pushing, some Lou raises, but nothing to kill me cardio wise, but strength emphasis and shoulders. So what I'm thinking for anybody that wants to follow along or get after a good shoulder workout today, we're going to be doing strict press, and I'm going to go through all these movements in a second. I'm just going to summarize. So we're going to be doing strict press, 10 sets of 3. At about 85%, whatever your 1 rep max is. If you don't know your 1 rep max, you can find that out today. And then do the 10 sets of 3 afterwards, or maybe 10 sets of 8, whatever you're feeling. I like to just have fun with it. After that, we just got some brand new rings. So we're gonna be doing some ring dips. I'm taking it back to the old days with those. And then last but not least, we're gonna be doing Lou raises. For ring dips, whenever I do a calisthenic movement, whether it's push-ups, pull-ups, chin-ups, handstand push-ups, I personally just like to set a number that I have to hit, and then however many sets it takes me to get to that number, it is what it is. So today the number is going to be 50 strict, emphasis on strict, no kipping, ring dips. So however many sets that takes, obviously if I was doing sets of 10 it would be 5, but however many sets it takes, I have to hit 50. It's the same thing I like to do with pull-ups and everything like that. And then last but not least, we're doing Lou raises, which I'll go over. And that's just going to be 4 sets of max reps. Once again, just to touch on the slightly controversial phrasing of max reps. Yes, you can go until you literally can't lift your arms anymore. That's awesome if you want to hit that. Or stay within 2 to 3 reps in reserve. So if you feel like maybe you can squeak out 2 more, you could be good to stop. Totally up to you, personal preference. If you feel like being an absolute dog and fully maxing out each set, that's awesome. Hit it. If you're like, I want to stay nice and perfectly controlled for all of my reps, and you get to a point where you know you only have about 2 left and you want to stop, you can do that too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each movement, talk about technique, form, all that good stuff, and then Jacob and them should be here soon, and we'll get after it. Okay. Strict press. What we're trying to do, come under the bar. I like to keep my hands maybe 1 inch to 2 inches wider than exactly shoulder width. So if you have just a generic kind of Olympic lifting barbell, you're going to have this nice smooth center. I like to go, well, for me, it's my own shoulder, so I go slightly wider, 2 inches than my shoulders, coming underneath into that front rack position. First and foremost, okay, we're going to get our core into the hollow position. So all you're doing is you're pretending like there is a string from your sternum to your belly button, and you are going to tighten said string or shorten it. All right, my elbows are straight up and down, okay? We're not in a front rack, okay, but we're also not back here. If you find that your elbows are tracking backwards, you're going to be pushing out, and that is not what we want. So think of your elbows as kind of the directors of the direction of the barbell. So straight up and down, directly underneath the bar, okay? I don't like to wrap my thumb around the bar. I like to keep it on the outside. All right, so I don't like my thumb on the inside, thumb on the outside. All right, I could pretty much do a strict press open palm. All right, and then all we're doing, breathe into your stomach. We're going to pull our chin back. You're not allowed to use your legs. Remember, this is a strict press. So chin back, straight overhead, and you're going to get that head through the window that is created by the barbell in your arms. Okay, so you do not want the bar in front of your forehead. You want the bar directly behind your head, straight up and down. All right, move your head out of the way. Bar comes back down. All right, no dip and drive because we're doing a strict press. Chin back, drive overhead. back down. Breathe into my stomach, drive up, right back down. Breathe into my stomach, drive up, right back down. Okay, so key takeaways here. Elbows, all right, dictate where the bar is going to go. Keep them directly underneath the bar. Barbell is going to start right above your sternum, under your chin, okay, where it would rest in that front rack position. Chin comes back, and we drive overhead, okay? Remember, we do not want the barbell to be moving around our face. We want our face to move out of the way of the barbell, okay? I love strict press. It's probably my favorite kind of pushing movement other than the push press, but strict press guide, boom, right there. All right, I forgot to mention this when I was going over the workout, but little wrench we're gonna throw at the fellas today. After every set, 20 abmat sit-ups, okay? So the amount of sets in total, we got 10 sets of 3 for the strict press, so that's gonna be 200 right there. Oh God, however many sets it takes to do ring dips, I will see. It could easily be another 200. Didn't think about that, but that's going to be rough. So that could easily be another 200. If you do 10 sets, if you do 5, save yourself. And then last but not least, we got the Lou raises, which will be 4 sets and max reps. So another 80 right there. So lots of ab mat sit-ups today. Abs are definitely going to be feeling it. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be, the suffering's definitely going to take place. But thankfully it's only 20, so it shouldn't be crazy. But what we're doing for ab mat sit-ups, okay, bottoms of our feet together. Okay, soles of our feet together. Okay, knees out. If you have an ab mat, okay, make sure that the round part, okay, this kind of steep end right here, goes directly under your butt. You do not want the shallow side under your butt. Okay, steep side under your butt. It comes here, okay? All we're doing, keeping the core contracted as I come back. Okay, let everything kind of lengthen here. Arms come behind my head, and then all I'm doing is I'm contracting my core straight up, touch my toes. Back, arms back, straight up, touch my toes. Okay, the more controlled you are, the harder it's gonna be. If you wanna make it easier, you can throw your hands. So come back, throw your hands to make it a little easier. Take a little bit of the stress and fatigue away from your abs. If you wanna make it harder, you can hold your ears or don't throw your hands whatsoever. So you're coming back and it's just straight abs all the way up. So just remember, touch your toes, get your arms through. Just encourages you to come all the way up. But those are going to be the ab mat sit-ups. So 20 after every single set that you do. So if you don't have an ab mat, you can just do sit-ups or another ab exercise. We're just trying to target some core while we're doing this. But yeah, should be a good time. Okay, we've got our new toy. Gymnastic rings. Fabulous little demon buggers that they are. I like these because they have the numbers on them, so I don't have to like guess about where I clip them, so I know exactly that they are even. But for these bad boys, first thing you should do is just see if you can hold yourself up on some ring dips or just on rings in general, not ring dips. But in order to do that, you're going to support your weight, get yourself in the hollow position. For those who don't know what the hollow position is, it's like I was explaining with the strict press. Pretty much you're taking your sternum and your belly button, tightening it together. So kind of pressing your abs in, back's going to kind of round out on the other side. All right. You see that a lot with kind of people hanging from the bar or rings in general. So hold that just to keep a stable core. And then you're going to jump up and hold yourself in at the top of the dip pretty much. So we're here, hold yourself locked out in the hollow position, toes pointed, rings pressed to your side and down. Whew. It's tough. It's tough. Haven't done that in a while. Glad I still can. Fabulous. From there, that's when you go into your ring dips. So I'm going to maintain that hollow position, keep my toes pointed, lean over the rings, and do my ring dip. So it's going to look just like this. I'm jumping up here, leaning over, all the way down, full extension. All the way down as low as I can. Full extension at the top. Whew, 50 is going to be a doozy, but glad to get back into these. These are awesome. I always feel stronger when I'm doing ring dips. I love the results, and they're just fun to do. Just trying to shake it up. If you can't do them, it's all good. If you have a kind of a set of parallel bars, you can do dips on those. I have a set of base block dips that I like to do dips on too. Or if you're just starting, you can grab a bench or a box and do seated dips on those. The one thing with dips that I will say is I like to see how deep I can get into the dip. Okay, so really trying to almost bring my shoulder down to where my hand is on the rings. So I'm here and I'm just trying to get as low as I can and press all the way up. So deeper the range of motion, better your results, at least in my experience. So those are ring dips. Remember, 50 total. Last but certainly not least, we have glute raises, an exercise that I've recently started adding to workouts, especially for shoulders. I don't want to butcher the name of the, I believe, Chinese weightlifter that came up with these or used to do these for shoulder strength, especially for overhead movements and things like that. But I do know they're called glute raises. So very similar to lateral raises. The major difference is here, we're going to slightly bend forward so that we can bring our plates in front of us. The reason I like to do this instead of stopping at my hips or the sides of my legs is I feel like I'm getting a deeper range of motion, almost a deeper stretch into my side delts here. And then all I'm doing is I'm leading with my knuckles. So leading with my knuckles up, and I'm turning the plates so that my knuckles smack together at the top, or at least try to. Kind of feel like one of those toy monkeys smacking plates together. But for these, you're supposed to use plates. If you don't have plates and you have light dumbbells, you can use light dumbbells, as long as you're getting that twist. So I'm here, all right, leading with my knuckles, twisting so my thumbs are pointing in front of me, and then I'm slowly lowering the weights with my elbows locked out all the way back down in front. Get that stretch. Right back up, all the way back down. Get that stretch. Bring them in front of me. Right back up. Something I do want you to work on is not bending your knees and using momentum to throw the weights up, okay? Try to keep everything else in your body locked, and we're just focused on full range of motion with our delts. All the way up, squeeze, right back down. So you can try to go heavier if you want. They are challenging, honestly. Part of the hardest part really is the fact that you have to hold the weights with your fingers, like 3 fingers through the hole, and then the pinky on the outside, pinky and thumb on the outside. So it's a lot of weight for your wrist as well. So if that's uncomfortable, feel free to use lighter weight and just go really slow. So on that way down, on that eccentric, you're just really controlling the weight all the way back up, so on and so forth. Whew. But yeah, that's the workout today. Strict press, 10 sets of 3, 85% of your 1 rep max. Ring dips, 50 total, okay? 50 total. Glute raises, 4 sets of max reps. Remember, if you're not somebody that likes to really push until you can't freaking move your arms anymore, all right, leave 2 or 3 reps in reserve. And don't forget, 20 abmat sit-ups after every set. So every set is supersetted with 20 abmat sit-ups. It's a lot of freaking sit-ups. So abs should definitely be feeling it too. That's the trick. Getting your abs in the winter so that when you take your shirt off in spring, boom, you're ready to go. But yeah, should be a great workout. Guys should be here soon. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. I'm going to be doing some more stuff like this for when the guys are going to be working out in the garage with me, because I can't really do commentary while I'm working out with them because we're listening to music and having a good time. But yeah, today's workout, strength emphasis, mostly shoulders. Obviously with ring dips, you're getting a lot of triceps in there, but to me, you're still hitting a bunch of front delt with the ring dips. And I just like doing dips all the time anyway. But thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.